Powerpuff Girl. I wish she was a Powerpuff Girl. I'd fly in the sky, shoot sparkling stars out of my eyes. I wish she was a Powerpuff Girl. I wish she was a Powerpuff Girl, you and I.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Core Kenobi here, and I am back again for another Powerpuff Girls review. And today we have episode 2, Princess Morbox. Now this episode was better than the first one. I like how it gets things going, and now we get to see more of the girls' I guess, personality, if you want to say. So pretty much this episode starts off, well, we see the girls are in the cafeteria, and by the way, they are now in middle school, so I'm gonna assume they're probably 12 years old now. That's just me. Let me know what how old you think they are in this new show down below. So yes, so we see that they're scrapbooking, Blossom and Bubbles, with one of their friends, and then we see Buttercup come in, and she's eating a sloppy joe, saying how much she wishes it was a holiday. So then she tells one of the girl's friends how she got this mark on her head, how she wrestled a forklift. She literally wrestled a forklift, and that's crazy. But that's Buttercup. So then, of course, Bubbles wants her to join them, but then she says, no, I'm just going to go sit by myself. So then, while she's eating, we see these girls on skates come in called the Derby Tyrants, and pretty much they're led by Malin. Now, what they like doing extreme stuff. They never take their skates off. They do everything while skating. So, of course, Buttercup likes this, and this appeals to her. So then she goes off with them. They're her new friends. She spends more time with them. And then we get the reintroduction of Princess Morbox from the original series, who is not voiced by her original actress, Jennifer Hale, which is kind of weird because Jennifer Hale is in this series. She's one of the original cast members that came back, but I guess they wanted a new voice for Princess, which I kind of... This is gonna sound weird, but I am hearing this new voice actress for Princess. It's a breath of fresh air. Because the original, I'm one of those people who hated Princess's voice. It was just... But then again, you could argue that fit her character. Like, having that annoying voice fit the character. So, I thought this new voice actress was pretty good. So, of course, she's doing the same shtick where she wants to be a Powerpuff Girl. And she even says, looks like Buttercup left you guys with her new friends. And then they say, no, she just went to go play Death Ball. Because that's something else the Tyrants do. They play Death Ball. The Derby Tyrants. So, yeah. So, pretty much throughout that, we see the girls miss Buttercup so much through everything they do. From video games, playing, bats, dinner, you name it. So then, finally, they go to see her, and after doing a wicked death ball move, they bring her leftover lasagna. And, of course, Bubbles misses her so much, but she unfortunately can't stay or go home with them, so she decides to go off with her friends. And then, after that, they're walking home, and we see Princess again, and her limousine is being carried by 2 guys. Strong guys, by the way. It's just like, wow, lazy. So then she's saying, I could be on your team. She's pretty much just asking them again and again. So Blossom says, you can't even fly, jet boots. You don't have any superpowers. She has this gauntlet that gives her super strength. You don't even have a costume. She rips off her rich outfit and reveals a redesign of her old Powerpuff Princess uniform. It's still more or less the same, just different a bit. So, of course, Blossom's jaw drops, and Bubbles says, we could use a 3rd member, but then she says, no, still no. So, of course, after that, Princess comes up with an idea to call a monster, and we actually get to see this British sophisticated monster. He's in his car, and he's listening to classy music, and he gets a text call saying, monster needed, 3 miles from now, and he, of course, exhales, and he grows, and he destroys his own car. So, of course, the girls seeing this and getting a text from their phone, they fly into action to stop this monster. Then we're back with Buttercup and Mabel and the Tyrants, and we see they're just goofing around, and Buttercup actually punches one of them so hard it breaks the wall to reveal the monster. Then she says her sisters need her, but of course the Tyrants try and stop her. But then they reveal that they were paid by Princess to hang out with her because they needed money for skateboards and all that shit. And we get this sad little moment where Buttercup turns around and she starts crying because she says, so it was all a lie, you weren't my friends. You know, which in that moment I feel kind of sad. So it's very nice we get to see more into Buttercup, which I get the feeling we're getting a lot from. We got it in the first episode, and now we're getting in this episode. So I really hope in the series from now on we get more, episode, which I think we will. What am I talking about? So yes, so of course she decides she's gonna go help him. So she beats up her old friends, saying this is for Blossom, this is for Bubbles, this is for me, and this is also for me. And we see that Princess comes to the aid of the Powerpuff Girls after the monster just keeps crashing his fist down on them and destroying them. So she comes up with a way to make it look like she did it, and the monster says, you better grade my performance for this, and he pretends to fall down. So then after that, she gives them a gift, a crystal, which encases them, and Princess says it's indestructible. Not even they could break out of it. Yeah, right. But anyway, so of course, Buttercup arrives to help out her sisters, and then after that we get this funny moment where Bubbles jumps up and she starts crying, saying Buttercup and how she missed her, so it's kind of adorable. But then we see Princess is packing her own mech, which comes with this cool clip that says, you will never see your sisters again, which is kind of cool. So of course the Tyrants come back and they have respect for Buttercup. They pretty much say she earned our respect, and they like how, they even say the sister of our sister is our sister. That's how they put it. So of course they agree to help, and they betray Princess, saying Princess just paid for their respect, if you catch my drift. Sorry. So of course they break the Blossom and Bubbles out of the crystal. And then after that, the theme song actually starts playing, and then they throw crystal shards at Princess, which disable her mech suit. And then after that, the day is saved, and we get this funny little bit at the end where the narrator says, and once again, the day was saved. Like, he finally brings it back. I was waiting for this in the first episode, and of course, Bubbles throws a death ball at the narrator. So this episode was a lot better. I really wish they would have aired this episode. Well, they haven't aired it because as I'm recording this, it's Sunday, and the Powerpuff Girls air tomorrow. So I wish they would have put this episode in first because I really did like this. I like the character development here. I like how we get a peek into these personalities, and I love seeing Princess again being Princess. And I just really love, seeing these new characters. And, everything was good. I actually did laugh. I laughed more than I did in the first episode. And overall, this was a really good episode. You can still tell, though, they're still building up. They're still trying to get it going. So, if it seems like it's slow and it's taking its time, this is why. So, yeah, I would give this episode a solid 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed myself. I thought this was really good. And I can't wait to review the third episode. So, yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this Powerpuff Girl review, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, have a Powerpuff day.
I wish it was a Powerpuff Girl. I'd fly in the sky. Shoot sparkling stars out of my eyes. I wish it was a Powerpuff Girl. I wish it was a Powerpuff Girl. You and I wish it was a Powerpuff Girl. 'Cause then I'd save the world. And afterwards, cuddle up with a puppy or two. But most importantly, spread the word of peace and love. To